In this video, I'll show you how to configure navigation targets. Open a configuration in the APF Configuration Modeler application. Click Add and choose New Navigation Target. In the Basic Data section, define the navigation target. Enter a combination of semantic object and action that identifies the SAP Fiori target mapping of your navigation target. You can select them from the value help or enter them manually. The title is filled automatically from the SAP Fiori target mapping, but you can overwrite it. This is the title which will be displayed at runtime. In the Navigation Parameters section, you can choose Use Dynamic Parameters to define that all single-value filters and parameters from the context are exposed as URL parameters when navigating to another application. This option is relevant for navigation targets that cannot consume the so-called app state. If you don't select this checkbox, the context is handed over to the target application using the app state only. You can also define further static parameters that are not part of the context. These will also be added to the URL of the target application. This is relevant if your navigation target requires parameters that are independent from the context, for example, a configuration ID. Next, you can decide whether a navigation target is available for all steps or just for specific steps. If you choose to assign the navigation target to specific steps, a second input field appears. Here, you can select the steps to which the navigation target should be assigned. Alternatively, you can also assign navigation targets to steps in the configuration of a step. Finally, in the last section, you can configure a context mapping to map additional properties which are required by the navigation target. You just saw how to configure a navigation target. Next, you'll learn how to export and import configurations.